Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. I got 5 of some of my favorite pouches or pouches that I can easily recommend. A couple of saved additional rounds that we'll talk about as well here. So let's just, before we dive into any of them, I wanted to give you an overview of all of them. All right, so the first one we have here, this is the Pico Pouch Pro by Roaring Fire. This is a very reasonably priced pouch. That's one thing I really like about it. This bad boy comes in at $22. You can get it in 2 different colors. One is black, one is, they call it like a FED. It's like a tan color. Their photos on their website and on Amazon could be a lot better because the photos almost make it look blue, but I promise it's black. You got that loop, you got some hook and loop on the outside, so you can put your favorite REs on or whatever you want to on there. And so this thing is coming in, it's about what, 4 inches by 6 inches according to my old rusty square that I have here. This actually looks pretty good in the hand. I like the fact that this thing gives you an outside pocket here that you can throw any cards that you may use all the time. Quick access to those. You also get another outside pocket on the very back of it. Then you do get some of this kind of like Powell's webbing, Molly webbing, some is just like elastic banding, kind of a little bit of each, but they makes life a lot easier for you to put whatever you want to it. Another inside zip pocket, and then you have a large slip pocket in the back. You can fit something like some field notes in, as you can see I have back here, and kind of whatever you want to. This is like the most traditional of, I would call like a EDC everyday carry pouch. It's a very reasonably priced pouch, doesn't give you a lot of frills. It is much cheaper than some of the competitors. And if you're just trying to get into the game, you're trying to figure out if you like to carry a pouch overall, this is probably one of my most easily recommended pouches. I like the high vis interior. I like that it's a little bit rigid, even if you don't have anything in it. So only complaint I have is that sometimes, you know, if you do pack this thing too much, it's a little bit hard to close, but I really just don't have tons of complaints about it. Would be nice if you could put something right here, if they put like a little loop or a band or something that you can hold a pin in the middle. But that's just kind of like a nice to have. It's not a requirement. But let's just figure out you decided to kind of do like the pouch world and you want to invest in something a little bit more hook and loop on the outside, a little bit bigger, can hold bigger items. This kind of brings you with the Viper 8 VE26 EDC pouch. This is like a smaller EDC organization pouch, but this is going to be best, especially if you're carrying like multi-tool. So this one's coming in at about 3 inches by about 5.5 inches, almost 6 inches. So it's not very much, it's not big at all. It does come in multiple colors. You can get it in this X-Pack orange, X-Pack green, X-Pack black. You heard me say X-Pack because that's where you kind of see the upgrade version from their very first one. This one's going to be coming in at $40. And Viper 8 makes this bad boy. It does have a slip pocket in the front, another slip pocket right behind it, so you can put some important items in there if you want to put, you know, say for instance a knife on the outside, a pry tool on the outside, maybe a multi-tool, whatever, something that you need to get quick access to. The very back has a zipper pouch, so maybe back here you want to put some important, like a license or something like that. If maybe this is an all-in-one solution for you, maybe some band-aids, loop panel so that you can put all your favorite REs on here. You can put full-size patches on here, whatever floats your boat. Now you have this like crafted hook, this little area where you can hook like a hero clip on here or something like this, just to kind of like make it an all-in-one solution. You got the loop panel on the front for your REs, of course. I'm not the RE bull, but I do know that folks like the REs, so kind of just show you your different options for this. This one's a little bit noisier when it comes to the pouches overall, but getting inside of this one, this is kind of where it shines a little, quite a bit. I love this muted earth dark tone on the inside of this one. This is for quite a long time. This one was my travel pouch, my TSA travel pouch, but plenty of areas here for you to slip items in. You know, Leatherman Free P4 could easily fit inside this. So my favorite multi-tool, I can put this on basically any part of this pouch and have no issues whatsoever. So only complaint I would have about this one is the Pico Pouch Pro kind of has a different solution, with some of the webbings going one direction and some are going another direction. This one has everything going the same way. That can be a good and a bad thing, depends on what you're trying to fit in here. If you're trying to fit an item, say for instance you want to put multi-tools here and a flashlight here, then they might collapse on top of each other, not close very easily. Sometimes it is nicer when you have some stuff that goes horizontal and vertical, but it's not really that big of a deal. I also think this is a pretty good deal when it comes to just storage solutions overall. Only complaint I have about it other than that is probably the noise of the zippers. pretty noisy if you hear that, but you know, it is what it is, not so bad. Now, if we're really thinking about the solution for just like, you don't care about aesthetics. So like the very first one was kind of like, are you trying to figure out if you like to carry a pouch for your EDC? The second one is kind of like, you want the aesthetics, you want the X pack because you get that water protection and all that other type of stuff. Now you're just like, hey, how much crap can I put in a pouch? I don't care what it looks like. I may not pull it out very often. This is kind of like a do-it-all pouch. This is basically anything by Maxpedition is kind of a do-it-all pouch, but this is a Maxpedition Fatty. Now they call it a pocket organizer. I don't know what pocket you're putting this in when this thing is coming in at about 7 inches all the way to about 5 inches. That's, I mean, maybe a cargo pocket, you know, so it's kind of big. It does have this kind of so this big old grab handle was something cool probably 2 years ago. But a lot of pouches are moving away from this. It does make it easy for grabbing out of a bag, but it's kind of annoying. I think that they could have gone without this, just left some of the PALS webbing or the MOLLE on the back, and you can just add straps to it. This is an older version of Maxpedition's kind of moved on from this design footprint, and they've kind of moved on towards having a design of their new logo and all the other type of stuff. But you can still easily snag these bad boys. These are normally priced $41, but you can easily normally get these between $28 and $32. Check the links in the description for anything that I find here. You should be able to snag those. Some of those are affiliates, some of them are not. Also, if you're getting good content out of this video, hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel as well. Join the battalion as we continue to talk about this Maxpedition Fatty pocket organizer. Why do they call it? I don't know. But anyway, this one is an American design, made in Taiwan. So we still haven't, you know, I'm not really sure. I think the other two are also made overseas as well. I'm very confident they're made in China or Taiwan. This one's also made in Taiwan, but a lot more room. This one for a very long time was kind of like my EDC tool pouch. You can put full-size screwdrivers in here and pliers, you know, monkey wrenches and stuff like that. Multi-tool, still plenty of place for zippers. These are just a big, the name Fatty has to go with how much this thing will expand when you actually start to stuff it like a burrito. This thing will just keep expanding and expanding. The YKK zippers are god tier. I'm a big fan of this overall. I've mentioned a few cons about this one. It is kind of an older design. This has been out for several years. You know, you do have the slip pocket in the front, and I like the MOLLE webbing in the back, but no one really wears this per se because of the you know, grab handle. It doesn't really go well on like the outside of a bag. So I would have rather had another pocket back there. But other than that, you can fit a lot of stuff in here for less than $40, and that's not bad at all. Now, if we're looking for something that's just a cell phone solution, this is kind of like my go-to cell phone solution. So this is kind of like the new age. If you want a pouch where you can still fit some multi-tools inside, but you may want to fit a cell phone inside, then this might be your option. So I just stuck a Google Pixel 7 in there, which is a decently sized cell phone. So now all in one solution, you can fit something like a multi-tool. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, you can, back here I do have a field notes back here. It's just a big slip pocket, and right next to it I have a tactile turn pen. So just one large slip pocket back here. You can fit a passport or whatever you want to back there. The other side, kind of the same design language, very large slip pocket, so you can put more items in there, whatever you want to put in there. So you can kind of see what a Gerber multi-tool would look like in this bad boy. Plenty of room if you want to put other items next to it. So if you want to put a knife or a wallet, and then the very middle area is just a bottomless pit. This is the only solution that I have that easily turns into a sling bag. You can buy the actual sling strap attachment from Wingback and do the halo attachment, and this can turn into a small sling bag. Very versatile. I like that solution a lot. I like the muted color of this. This is wax canvas, but it's very muted. It's black. So this thing here comes in at $92. This one comes in a little bit over 6 inches in height, and it's about 5 inches in width. It has brass for the zipper pulls. This is like we can see where the quality starts to slowly but surely creep up a little bit. Now, if you want to add the strap to it, that adds an additional about another $50 to it. Now, all the stuff is handmade in the UK. So if you're wondering like, well, that costs a lot of money, it can cost a lot because they're hand making this stuff, 100% cotton. It is well made, lifetime warranty. This company, I think, just started in 2014. They've been banging out some quality products. I've been very impressed by Wingback overall, especially their stationery. Very, very good stuff. But I would just kind of say my overall favorite pick for a pouch. This pouch is kind of like a do-it-all pouch for me. You know, I think that this is like a smaller version of the Maxpedition Fatty, a bigger version of that Wingback organizer and of all those organizers that we saw. And it's made in America, which is something I like as well. So this one is called the Nutsack Commander. This comes in at about a little bit over 7 inches and a little bit under 6 inches on the dimensions side. Wax canvas, large slip pocket in the front. You can throw whatever you want in the front there. If I use this as a one pouch solution, I tend to just dump stuff in there that I want quick access to, maybe Band-Aids, medical supplies. Maybe I keep a wallet in there if this is truly a one solution type of thing. The back has MOLLE webbing, so you can run some straps through it and attach it to something else. You can keep items back here if you see fit, if you want to do that and just kind of like utilize every single inch of this bad boy. MOLLE webbing on the side as well. It's just really about how you want to freak it out. It has leather for the actual accents of this thing, leather for the pull tabs, YKK zippers. Jumping inside of this. This is where this bag truly shines, in my opinion, where you have the large the straps in here. So if you want to put a large multi-tool, any type of tools, that a larger flashlight, something that's wider, it fits in here very easily. Large slip pocket right behind it. It's a smaller size, and I like the fact that all the straps are not the exact same size, so you can really customize this how you see fit. 2 holders in the middle. I usually put a Tide pen and a regular writing utensil pen in there. Then all the organization on the other side that you can imagine. And this is where the organization becomes incredibly crazy with it. Multi-tools, Swiss Army knives, field notes, lighters, carry your watches in here, whatever you see fit. This thing can take care of it pretty easily. Nutsack Commander. It does come in at $120. I do think the value is there. Lifetime warranty, wax canvas, American made company, American paid parts. Everything is sourced from here in America. They're not sourcing anything from overseas. So I think that this is a straight up banger. So if any of these I had to choose from, like, hey, what would be your one and done purchase? It would probably be the Nutsack Commander, followed by the Wingback, just because of the versatility of being able to turn into a sling bag, but it is very small. But those are kind of like my top 2 choices. Now, a couple of saved rounds. The first one here would be the vault case. I'm showing this one because I like the functionality of this, but technically it's not a pouch, it's a case. But you can treat it like a pouch if you want to. It's just not fungible. It's kind of, you know, you're not really stuffing this and forcing it into certain crevices, but you have this large loop pen on the front, which I like a lot. I normally put a big patch on there or whatever. I'm not really big at RE Bull, but I like the big pouch. If you're treating this like a med kit, you can put a med symbol in there and you would be good to go. And then all sorts of organization inside. You can take these out. This is what I like about this so much. Take these out, organize these outside of the case, and then put them back into the case. That makes life a lot easier, so you can just leave the case stationary. All these are removable. They're different sizes. This whole thing, you can just stick more REs on there if you wanted to. So lots of different options for how you want to store stuff inside of here. Vault also makes it like, you know, see-through cases if you want to stick extra cases in here and just keep extra items just at the ready and at the go. These are pretty good. These things normally come in less than $30, and they have multiple colors of these as well. Vault cases are fantastic. Only thing I would say they need to work on is I don't think these are YKK zippers. If I look at these, no, they're not YKK zippers. And that does kind of show whenever you are zipping these things up and this thing is really stuffed, it does feel like that they can come off the track. I'm not sure if they will, but it feels like they would. They might be YKK, but they're not labeled that way. My last save round is the Data Crew What a Slider. I like the Data Crew What a Slider. This thing's coming in at 4 inches by 3 inches, but it's a big old fat pouch. That's one thing I like about it. It's smaller. You can kind of see I have a Leatherman juice in here, a lighter in here, some REs inside. This is this is almost the true pocket organizer. The only thing is it's almost a little bit too fat for the pocket. The What a Junior, I have one of those as well that kind of fits in the pocket more comfortably, but this is just great for putting in the side pocket, like the water bottle holder of a backpack or something like that. This thing shines in there, where this truly could be treated like an on-the-go wallet. You can keep a very small point and shoot camera in here. You can keep just all sorts of small options. My only complaint about this is the price. I think the price is, this is 100% made in America, handmade, but I think because of the price has slowly creeped up a little bit in availability, these are hard to get your hands on. That's kind of like my only issues I have with them. But if you can get your hands on it, they are so worth it. They have the very well made zipper in the front, this AquaGuard zipper, great zipper pulls. I love the logo, very dope logo for this. Nice YKK zipper as well with those great zipper pulls. A great attachment point here if you want to put a hero clip or something like that on here. Then a big old area in the back for you to do all your hook and loop and your REs and all that good stuff. These are very well made. Big fans of these bad boys overall. But comment down below, which one of these are your favorite? Do you own any of these or any of these you would pick up? I would love to know what your comments down below. First time stopping by, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, hit that Discord. I would love to have you guys chatting it up every day. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.